I'm buying a new vegan penny stock. Okay guys, so in this video we're going to talk about one of the most recent additions to my portfolio. So if you guys have been following me on Twitter, you probably already know about this stock. If you guys that haven't been following me on Twitter, be sure to do so by going over to twitter.com/investortrip to get some of my latest portfolio additions. So here we are. We're going to talk about my favorite OTC penny stock pick right now, and that is simply PlantX Life, guys. Ticker symbol PLTXF. So this stock is currently around 35 cents. It trades on the OTC, okay? So the OTC, that's over the counter. That means you won't be able to purchase this stock on a popular web trading app like Robinhood or Webull. But if you guys are using something like Fidelity, E-Trade, Schwab, or some of these other platforms, interactive brokers, whichever way you guys are using to trade, if you're using one of the full service brokers, you should be able to buy this stock over the counter. So we're going to talk a lot about this company. I'm really bullish on this company, and I think that this is an excellent time to buy shares, okay? If we take a look at the stock, it's actually down 63% year to date. So some of you guys might be wondering, hey, why am I recommending this stock? And it's absolutely been crushed, and I'm going to explain to you why. So let's get right into the video, guys. If you guys enjoy this content, be sure to smash the thumbs up button. Subscribe to my channel for more updates. Boom. Okay, so here we are. Now this is a research paper published by Credit Suisse. It talks about how the world in general is making a move towards sustainable food, right? So with sustainable food, it's just talking about how there's going to be a shift in diets, and one of the reasons is simply because the world population is expected to grow to 10 billion by 2050. Okay, so in order to sustain this huge growth in the population, most likely a lot of people are going to be switching to a plant-based diet. So this is nothing new, guys. I'm pretty sure if you guys have been investing in the stock market, you're probably familiar with stocks like Beyond Meat. That's probably the biggest plant-based stock out there. And one of the reasons is simply because a plant-based diet in general, it just reduces greenhouse gas emissions. And that is one of kind of the biggest, I think one of the biggest kind of things that I'm trying to talk about on this channel. We're trying to look at companies that are going to reduce greenhouse emissions, going to fight climate change. So as you can see here, it just talks about the difference in between the average diet and the CO2 emissions versus a vegetarian or a vegan diet. So according to this report, it says going plant-based can greatly reduce greenhouse gas emissions. So it mentions here that the vegan diet is 88% less CO2 footprint than the average diet. So what it's basically referring to is that basically it's just talking about some of the huge growth prospects and how I think more and more people are going to switch to not necessarily a 100% plant-based diet, but looking for alternatives, okay? So if we take a look here, they say that we see strong growth for potential for alternative animal protein products and estimate that the market for alternative meat and dairy could grow from a current $14 billion to $1.4 trillion by 2050. So Credit Suisse thinks that this market is literally going to absolutely explode more than 100x over the next 30 years or so. So that means that you're going to see a lot of people look for their protein, whether they're buying milk or dairy products or they're buying meat, and they're going to look for a lot of ways to get their protein needs. So this is a huge opportunity for plant-based companies, but not just plant-based companies, companies that allow consumers to purchase plant-based items quickly. So this is where PlantX comes in. So as we take a look here, PlantX is a digital face of a plant-based community. PlantX represents a one-stop shop for everything plant-based, guys. So I'm going to show you guys quickly the website. So here we are at the website. So this is kind of like the Amazon for plant-based products. So on this site, you're basically able to get everything plant-based in one spot. Okay, they have groceries, meal deliveries, indoor plants, and also gifts. And you can shop on their website. So there's some pretty cool things. They have all different products on here. Okay, they have Beyond Meat, Oatly. Those are some of the most popular ones. And it's just basically a one-stop place to purchase all plant-based items, guys. It's really, really convenient if you're looking for plant-based products. And this company is based out of Canada, okay? They just launched this year. So this is really basically a brand new business. Just started generating a ton of revenue this year. We're going to talk about a couple more reasons why I'm so bullish on this stock. So number one reason, of course, is simply the price. It's at an awesome price, guys. If you guys are going to get a lot of returns on some of these OTC stocks, you definitely want to get them when they're penny stocks, okay? Probably the best example is Voyager. Voyager stock is a crypto stock. They're like a crypto broker. They're basically like the Robinhood of crypto. And that was a penny stock as early as last year. And we saw how much crypto ran. So Voyager now, I believe it's like a $9, $10, $11 stock. Maybe it's gone up actually quite a bit recently. But the point of the matter is that if you're hitting some of these OTC stocks, putting them in the right kind of niche, and the right kind of industry, and these companies are going to grow, you're going to get some massive gains. So now I want to talk about a couple of the company's ambassadors. So the company has some really interesting ambassadors, including some pro athletes. So back in August, they announced a partnership with Chicago quarterback Justin Fields, guys. Justin Fields, he plays in the National Football League. He's actually starting now, okay? So Andy Dalton was previously the starter on the Chicago Bulls. He picked up an injury, so now Justin Fields is starting, and it just talks about how Justin Fields is using a plant-based diet. He's one of the company's brand ambassadors, okay? So that's a great sign. And then also, if you guys are familiar with tennis, the company also brought on Venus Williams. She's the sister of Serena Williams, so those are like two of the best female tennis players in the world. And she is also an investor in PlantX. So, you know, there's a little bit of celebrity backing here, okay? That was definitely a good sign anytime you're seeing two celebrities backing this company. And she said, I'm extremely excited to be partnering with PlantX. It is the first marketplace of its kind, and I wish it had been around when I was transitioning to a plant-based diet over a decade ago. So this is a good sign. You know, both of these are two high-profile athletes backing this company. So this kind of demystifies it. I know a lot of those OTC plays, people think that they're a little bit scammy, but the fact that Venus Williams is an investor in Plant, Justin Fields, NFL starting quarterback, which has a huge platform. You know, anytime you're playing the NFL, we all know that football is the biggest sport in the United States by far. That's definitely a stamp of approval. So now we've talked a little bit about what the company does. We've talked a little bit about some of the brand ambassadors. Now let's talk numbers, guys. I know a lot of you guys are investing. You want to see numbers. So if we take a look here in the most recent quarter, the company did just over $4 million in revenue. They had around 9 cents per share in losses, and they had around just over about $14 million in working capital, guys. So this is excellent, okay? So $4 million. This is not a stock with a huge market cap. So if we take a look here at the company's market cap, okay, it's at a $45 million market cap. So this stock is really only trading at like 3 to 4 times earnings in terms of price to sale ratio, and the volume is not very high, okay? This stock is really kind of under the radar, you know, with just 100,000 shares volume. Not a lot of people are talking about it. It's down 63%. This is a wonderful dip buying opportunity, and I'm going to give you guys a couple of catalysts that I think are going to happen in the near term why I like this stock so much. So as you can see here, one of the things that's really interesting about this company is that they're coming out with a new brick and mortar store called X Market. So this was press release was announced on September 16th, and it says the company has been actively implementing its retail rebranding initiative by renaming its existing brick and mortar stores as X Market. So they're going to come out with a few of these stores, okay? So they're coming out with one in British Columbia, and they're also launching one in San Diego, California. It says this one will be opening in October, depending on when you guys are watching this video. So this is excellent. This company is establishing a brick and mortar footprint, And then they also are planning to sell their products on Amazon. So it also says here PlantX will be launching both Canadian and United States online stores on the renowned multinational e-commerce platform Amazon. So they're basically scaling up. Okay, they're going to be selling their products on Amazon as a third-party platform. We know how much people are making a ton of money. There's even other YouTubers talking about how they're making money selling on Amazon. So these are all great bullish catalysts, guys. Really, really excited about this company. So now I kind of want to wrap things up on this video in terms of my long-term price projections, where I think revenue is going. So the company is already planning to sell on Amazon. They're also planning to scale on Walmart US later this year. They've got celebrity backers. Revenue has been growing quite impressively. Just did $4 million in the most recent quarter, and trading at a price to sales ratio of 3 to 4. So, long term, if we take a step back and we look at the chart long term, we can see that, okay, this stock basically has been absolutely crushed at an all-time high of around $1.81. Now it went all the way down to 20. There was a lot of support for this stock at around 16 cents. Now we're sitting at 34 cents. So I showed you guys some of those numbers and where the plant-based industry as a whole is going. So if we take a look here, this is basically an estimation of where the entire plant-based industry is going. We're going to see these numbers continue to trend up. This is an environmental sustainable thing, and we can take a look here. The market forecast is basically just continuing to rise. So I think that this company is very attractively valued, 36 cents a share. This is definitely a stock that I want to load up on. Okay, there are a couple of reasons why. Number one, this is just a cheap company. Okay, it's very cheap. They grew their revenue from literally $0 to $2 million a month per year. They've got over 10,000 shareholders. They've got a couple brick and mortar locations, key ones in Los Angeles and San Diego, and they have some pretty big celebrity backing: Venus Williams, Justice Fields, and Matthew Kenny. So everything's just looking bright for this company. Okay, it's an e-commerce play as well. This is one of the reasons why I'm so attracted to it. Okay. It's not going to necessarily just be about how much they can generate in revenue. And we're going to talk about some of these other vegan plant-based stocks, but I really like PlantX simply because it's also an e-commerce play. So we've got a plant-based play and an e-commerce play. It's like taking the plant-based industry and then taking the e-commerce industry and jamming into one. So guys, this is not financial advice. I'm not telling you to buy shares of PlantXF. I'm just simply telling you guys what I've been recently doing over the past couple of weeks. This is one of the newer stocks on my portfolio, and this is the only OTC play that I'm currently in. So I usually do not recommend OTC plays on this channel due to the high risk, but I like this company so much. The price is too attractive. I just can't pass up this deal. It's just too juicy for me. And we're looking at a market cap of just $45 million, guys. The sky is the limit. If PlantX were somehow able to hit a $450 market cap, $450 million market cap within the next year or two, that's a 10x right here. So we're looking at a stock that could be trading at $3 plus. Long term, I really believe that this could become a billion-dollar company. It really has everything it needs. It has the backing, celebrity backing, sales growth, and it's in the two probably best growth industries that you could possibly be in throughout this decade. You've got plant-based products and you've got e-commerce. It's a good match made. So guys, that's what I say. Long term, I think that definitely PlantX will fill this gap here, run much higher. We could see it run to $5, $10 or more in the future. Excellent cheap stock. I'm going to be holding this stock probably throughout next couple of years. See where this goes. I think the risk reward here is excellent, guys. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please smash the red subscribe button, subscribe to my channel, and smash the like button as well. Let me know what you guys think. Are you guys taking a look at some of these OTC penny stocks? What do you think about PlantX? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And that's it for now, guys. Until next time, take care.